here we are. Telekinesis to steal. Yes, I do have telekinesis. But this character, she's an orc and she's a necromancer, right? But she's not like the evil necromancer who wants to raise an army of the dead and take control of Vardenfell, Tamriel, Nirn, all of it. She wants to do some research. That's it. She's a smart one, so she wants to stay discreet and not get the attention of the law on her. So yeah, shush people. So we are not committing crimes because we don't want the Imperial Guards in particular to take a closer look at what we do, which is collecting skulls. So we're not really stealing. However, if in the course of a quest or something we need to steal something, then telekinesis is definitely the way to do it, because our sneak is non-existent. 15. 15. Yeah, that's to say, really, really not good. Not unless I train, and money is hard to come by for us because we modded the game that way. I'm not complaining, it's my fault. So that's how it is. What I need to do, actually looking at my skills, I need to get better with my miscellaneous skills. I know it sounds weird, but hear me out. Every time I level up in this game, the difficulty of the game goes up. So for every new level I have, the difficulty goes +2, +2, +2, +2. At the beginning, honestly, between difficulty 0 and difficulty 4, not a big difference. But if I level up too quick, then my enemies level up twice as fast, essentially. And that's not good. That's really not good. So essentially, I really should try to use or make use of some of my miscellaneous skills. In particular, I do want to get better with medium and or heavy armor, just to get my endurance multiplier when I level up and have more health. That's, you know, I like to say that I develop my character like really from a role-playing perspective, because that's what I like to do. But here I'm being strategic to try and have more health, which is, she's a necromancer, but she's an orc, so she's a strong build. George, we did check Jobasha. He didn't have the book. We did check also Balmora. Do we have a bookseller in Sadrith? Maybe we can have a look. Prof looked it up last week or Friday? Friday, I think it was this Friday. Prof looked it up, and there's very few copies of the book. There's 3 of them. One is in Dagenfell, what's his face, the Raven. One is in Telaren, and another one is in a cave. Then it is also in the leveled list, so it could possibly appear in bookshop. We'll try the Aldrin bookshop as well. For now, I think I had to... Yes, of course, soft skin. Soft skin, come on, I'm an orc. My skin is hide. Take this potion back to Edwina, along with my apologies. Speaks with me again next time you're here. I may have some duties for you, conjurer. Good. Speaking of rank, yeah, not yet. Fair enough. Piano, hello Piano, welcome back. And you're using the lovely emote from Light Source. This is good. Alright. I could quickly teleport back to Edwina, but honestly, traveling is a little expensive. I know, I'm cheap.
I see you.
But the money we have, it took us a lot of time to get that 1,000, like a lot of time. We are not making scrolls, I think we're good to go. We're looking for possibly books, and otherwise we're going to Telaren, because we know there's going to be a book there. Also, Imperial Shrine. I am very tempted to get myself a sacred oath.
Speak freely, friend.
This is how we lost our previous character, but the Sacred Oath are so much fun. Let's see what he asks. If it seems too difficult, I'll break the oath. This is part of a mod called Morrowind Inhabitants Freeform. It's an older mod. It's a script extender mod though. And what it does is essentially it's the very first attempt at Radiant Quest in Morrowind. And you get 4 different types of quest. The Sacred Oath is one of them. You're given a mission, you have to clear out a tomb, typically, but there's always a but. There's an oath. The Cult of the Nine Divines is dedicated to instilling the virtues of self-reliance and spiritual strength within its followers. Its followers. There's a few typos here and there. The Sacred Oath represents the most holy of tasks and the most rewarding. Under the burden of a binding oath of self-denial, acolytes are entrusted to rid this plane of hostile spirits. Do you wish to undertake a sacred oath? I do. We'll see. We'll see. Prof, you say Arcade the Enemy is in the random book Wizard Evil, so it's definitely, you're right, it's not going to be in the booksellers. But that means we will have to search the bookcases in Necromancer Towers. I only looked at the bookshelves. But that was before you told me that the book is actually really, really rare. That's good information, thank you. So, our oath, we need to travel to Rothan Ancestral Tomb in the West Gash between Nizis and Margan, so neatly across the side of Ardenfell. When you reach the tomb, destroy any unholy creature there and rest within its wall to purify it so that the dead may have peace. But that's the tricky part. Your oath will go into effect as soon as you leave here. Leave your gold here. You can return for it when your quest is complete. What do we do? What do we do? Do we do that? I mean, pro side, I do have a bunch of potions. It's not like there's an awful lot of gear that I need to buy. We're gonna try this, guys. We're gonna try this. I'm gonna leave my money. All of it. Buy monies. The mod should have allowed to begin necromancy with corpse preparation. Corpse preparation is part of it. It is part of it, quite obviously. All 5 of them? Poison Song, there's 5 of them. Corpse preparation, I'm not sure. It is part of it, but the first one is Arcade the Enemy. I do agree, it's a bit harsh, especially considering that I should have given all my money to Eric just in case.
You want something, friend?
Yes. Oh crap, Talaran. We're not taking the boat to Talaran. Unless, I don't know if selling things and making money again will break the oath. I don't know. But that's why I like this mod, because every mission you get, it's a Radiant quest. Let's see what you're made of. Who's upset with whom? Why no gold? That's somewhat ridiculous. Well, no, I wouldn't say that though. If you think of priesthood, like in real life priesthood, at least in the Catholic Church, they make vow of poverty amongst other things. So the fact of renouncing money is actually not unheard of when it comes to religion. I think you can justify it because those sacred oaths, they're a test of your resolve and your faith. So having no gold, I think it does make it interesting, and no fast travel. And we need to go. Nizis, this is Nizis. We need to go all the way there. Like literally, we need to cross the whole area. How are we gonna do that? I mean, I want to go to Tel Aran. We're gonna have to swim. And it's nighttime, it's gonna be cold. Yeah, we're definitely not swimming right now, actually. It would be a very stupid idea to go in the water in the middle of the night. We're going to freeze to death. For sure. For sure we are. I am tempted to try and sell something. Progress of Truth. I don't need that book anymore. I needed it for Caius. Let's try to sell something and see if it breaks my oath. It's possible. It's possible it will.
Ask someone else. I'm busy.
What do you think, guys? Do I risk it? I mean, is the oath to do the quest with no gold whatsoever, or the oath is to leave your money there and then go do the quest? If I risk it and the oath is broken, then that's it. We're not gonna reload. Risk it if you have chim load. I don't. No loading. And Airpoka 084. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. No gold ever. I think it's quite likely to be it. Otherwise, it's too easy, right? You just go to Creeper, sell whatever junk you dropped at his feet. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. It is nighttime. I really don't like navigating those Telvanni towers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Everybody loves the Telvanni. I don't like moving around their towers. I'm not saying that because my character cannot levitate. Ever. Ever. I'm gonna grab the ghost quest and the papers as well.
Can we hurry this along?
Also, if I'm not mistaken, you know we have the miscast mod, and there was a note that in Sadrith Mora, in this inn, we could get something to cure the effect. So probably we're gonna look for this guy. The only reloading allowed is in case of crashes and crippling bugs. Exactly. That's all. That's the only loading we allow ourselves. You think they're made to be confusing to the lesser people? You think? What is lesser people? I don't get it. Oh, you hate me. That's no good. Like me a little bit. It's better. That's better. Yes, as Prefect of Hospitality here at the Gateway Inn, I'd be happy to tell you about my trade or provide you with hospitality papers. I may have work if you're interested. Well, go ahead. Educate us. The Gateway is the official Telvanni hostel for outsiders visiting Sadrith Mora. Unless you are a Telvanni retainer or kin, you may not sleep anywhere else in Sadrith Mora. Unless you are a Telvanni retainer or kin, no one is permitted to walk abroad in Sadrith Mora without hospitality papers. Why don't I have... That's not right. Why don't I have... There's a mod. There's a couple of mods actually. Pen, work. You know the mod that makes it so that you really cannot trade in Sadrith Mora unless you have the hospitality paper? And I believe there's also one that adds a gate around Sadrith Mora. I'll find that. I think it's a good mod for immersion and I want it. I want it. Ultima Freak, Khajiit looks cute. Which one was it? The slave. It was a slave. It's not cute. It's a slave. Wall trolley, not a gate. No, I think there's a walled version of Sadrith Mora. That's not good. Better. So yes, you told me about the gateway. That's good. Tell me about your trade. I am a mage by profession, an accomplished master of destruction and alteration. However, at present, I serve my house and council as Prefect of Hospitality for Sadrith Mora. House Tilvani maintains the Gateway Inn for the comfort and convenience of outhouse and outlander guests in Sadrith Mora. For your own safety, unless you are a retainer or kin of House Tilvani, we ask that you not travel in town without hospitality papers and that you not sleep anywhere but here at the Gateway Inn. I get it. Jeez. Khajiits in general, yes. I do like the Khajiits very much. We like Khajiits. It's true. Hospitality papers, how much is that? 25? Oh. I don't have 25 gold. Damn it. Thank you for the purse, Norm. Crap, not having any money. So far my character was poor and I learned to live with that. But I'm actually without money. I can't even get a room in the inn. This is just dreadful. How about some work? A ghost is haunting our south turret bed chamber. As soon as we get rid of it, it reappears. We can't rent the room and all our guests are in uproar. The mage mistress, Arara Uvulas, Master Nello's mouth, came to take a look, but said she couldn't see how to stop the hauntings. If you can get rid of the gateway haunting permanently, I will offer you a choice from a number of valuable items from a local enchanter. Well, as long as it's not gold. Anyway, I am in a pickle. I need to, I have nothing to do here. I can't get the hospitality papers, and I believe I can't trade. I'm fairly certain I do have a mod that alters the trader's dialogue, and they won't sell to me unless I have the papers. I have no money for it. I can't swim because I'm gonna freeze to death. I don't know. Piano. You have life experience already as a pauper? Oh. No, can't be that bad. A commoner, maybe. Not a pauper, hopefully. Prof, you say you believe they're aliens of... Yep. On this particular install, I do have aliens of better beasts. I like it. I know it's an old one, but I really do like it. What do I do? I'll get cold field. Well, I am gonna get cold body. At the very least. Do I still have wood? I still have wood. So maybe if I can swim far away, because I can't set up camp as long as I'm in town. So if I swim an island away, I will be soaked. It's the middle of the night. The temperature is gonna drop rapidly. But if I make a fire straight away, maybe, just maybe, I can survive. With my 2 logs. Let's do this. Merlord would be pleased. Like, he was looking at the stream and saying that I never feared for my life because of the elements. Oh, I fear. Oh crap, Cliff Racer. Ignore me, Cliff Racer, ignore me. You can see my temperature is already quite low. I'm gonna build a camp there, hopefully. You need a mod compilation for paupers and low lives. Oh crap. Fortunately, it's not aggressive. Are we still... Good, good. Let's build up a fire. We're chilly. I can see. Oh, please. Don't spend too long building the fire. I'm freezing in the meanwhile. I'm cold. Please let me start the fire. Merlord has fixed that. So the time it takes... Uh-oh. I think I'm also being attacked. Crap. No. Come on. I can't be that clumsy with my hands that I can't build a fire. I'm very committed to my fire building. Oh, well, I can catch up with the chat in the meanwhile. Yeah, we did do a game where we started with a commoner. Zerver. This is much longer than it should be, though. And we have a spell effect going on. Okay, okay. Well done. Okay, good. And then we'll sleep a little bit. Yes, plume. That's 5, 6, 7 plumes. We're only missing 173. Although it's just Morrowind, water is 10 to 15 degrees. I don't know, because we're not completely north, mind you, but nighttime is nighttime. Cold is cold. A commoner sliding into an assassin is no longer a commoner. It loses the main challenge. No, not really, George, because what we did is we started with the class commoner, as in the vanilla class. So our class was always commoner, even though we tried to get jobs as an assassin. And we were killed by one of our preys. That happens. Yeah, exactly that. Okay, warm up, warm up, warm up, warm up. Dry, 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 dry. And then I guess it's... Oh no, it's 7 in the morning. So we just need to warm up a little bit. And then hop on to the next couple of islands. Hopefully. Yeah, now we're just chilly, it's good. I would like to be, you know, comfortable before I jump in the water again. Okay, and maybe I also want to sip my coffee. So what? I like how my orc has a pretty good manicure. Even though we're living in a harsh land. Damp, yeah. And you see our attributes. At least we're neither too hungry nor thirsty. Then again, I don't have that much to eat. Wasn't there a crab? Mud crab. Come, I'm hungry. Good. There we go, not hungry anymore. Not thirsty. A bit salty, maybe. Good. All our bottles are filled with water. I don't think we need to rest just yet. Let's just warm up a little bit more. And then we go to the next island. I am rested. Good. Alright, let's do this. Do we want to have a look in there? I absolutely hate exploring boats. Like, because they're tilted, you know? There's the pressure of not being able to breathe. And the whole position of things, you don't know where's the top, where's the bottom. Especially if I try to go with a companion. It's gonna be, no, too risky. However, I see the opportunity of having a pearl. That is totally worth the risk. Let's do this. Oops. Oh crap, swordfish. No pearl. Maybe if it's just a tiny slaughterfish, he's not going to be interested in me. Maybe Eric is fighting. Oh, there it is. It's not so far. Somehow I imagine I would have to spend a lot more time in the water. Do I remember ASLAL? Is that an acronym? Of the blue? Out of the blue like that? No. Not without you giving me a hint or reminding me what it was. Piano, you say, I think a mod where spells don't cost magicka, but instead you can cast is limited by your maximum magicka would be interesting. But then how do you... Oh, alright. Okay, George. I'll get back to you in a second. Piano, how would you determine the failure and success of the spell? Would that be based on your skill? Yeah, how would it, like, we need something to decide not only if you're able to cast the spell, but if you actually succeed in casting the spell. I think, I'm not saying it's not a good idea, like anything that overhauls the way you play the game, I like that. Because it keeps it fresh and interesting. We still have no money, we're chilly, but it's morning, hopefully. It would have to be based on the skill. So your the amount of magicka determines the spell you can cast. So if you had 200 magicka, you would have access to high level spells and you could potentially cast them, but your skill would determine whether you're likely or not to do that. It's not a bad idea. It would definitely need quite a bit of scripting. Magicka with a max magicka and a skill system. I'm writing it down because I will mention it on the Discord. I don't know, Piano, are you on the Morrowind modding Discord? If you are, then go ahead and suggest the idea. Maybe someone will go, yeah, I'd like to play that. I can do that. George, what is the hardest difficult for alternate start live another life? We're talking about Oblivion or Skyrim? If we're talking Skyrim, I haven't played it enough because I switched to Skyrim Unbound very quickly. And Oblivion, I haven't tried all of them. In Oblivion, I tried the one where you are shipwrecked. And that was quite horrible because you started in a ship and to find the crack in the hull where you could actually swim out. It was terrible, it was horrible. I hated that. I mean, I hated, love it. You know, I really felt, and you had the text saying, oh, the ship is gonna sink completely. So that was fun. I think I could manage it, but it would take a lot of balancing. It would definitely take a lot of testing to see how it works. But that could be really interesting. If you have the skill to make the mod, like make just an alpha version and have people try it, that would be brilliant. Prof, when you say that the book is in Tel'Aran, are we talking Tel'Aran Shop or Tel'Vani Tower? I'm guessing Tel'Vani Tower, so I'm gonna go that way. I think that's the way. Tel'Vani Tower. Pot and plaster, wrong. I do not like navigating Tel'Vani Towers. That would take me to Ayur shop. That would be the inn, judging by the banner. And how about Morrowind? Morrowind, in alternate beginnings, I never actually used the original alternate beginnings, but we are using Krell that can give you, where you can randomize pretty much everything about your character. I mean, you still pick the name, the class, the race and the birth sign, but then the value of your attributes and the value of your skills are random, The starting equipment you have is random, and you can start anywhere, including Vardenfell, Solstheim, and Tamriel. Beginning in Solstheim can be really quite rough when you're level 1. It's a game of hide and seek, really. So I would say beginning in Solstheim for now. Chan, thank you so much for the host. Welcome on in. Yes, good. Okay, now we are looking for a specific book, and we are really hoping that it's easy to borrow. Ah, it's right there. Okay, good. So how many people? Just the one. First, let's see if reading it is enough. It doesn't. Okay. Krell screws up your classes randomly. I can give me 50 in one skill and 5 and 10s in all the others. But that's up to you, right? Like, you can... It's very tempting, actually. You can min-max your character from the beginning, which is tempting, but doesn't make it very interesting. You don't have to. Like, if you go for the quick start option, I think you just select your name, class, race, birth sign, and poops, and where you want to start, and that's it, right? Okay, let's see if this teaches us anything good. Hear me, children. Once I was a lowly man such as yourselves, but by my will, I entered the rank of the gods. By your unquestioning devotion, we can share my glory. Most necromancers are fools and weaklings, fodders for the witch hunters, but you, my servant, you are among the chosen. In the days to come, few will dare to stand against your might, but one obstacle remains. His name is Arche. That's the original book, isn't it? He was an old man who entered the ranks of the gods. The similarities between his mortal life and my own astonish even me. It is only proper that we should be enemies. Arche's blessings prevents the souls of men, beastmen and elves from being used without consent. Arche's laws prevents those buried with the proper rituals from being raised to serve my children's will. As you know, my children, Arche's blessing is flexible to those with daring, but Arche's law is unwavering. To the scholars, humiliate the priest of Arche, reveal the primitive burial customs to be mere superstition, befriend kings with honeyed words and bind them to your will. Look to my children in Cyrodiil for guidance. To the priests, use your servants sparingly, let none be seen by the living, let the memories of the undead waste away from the people. Send missionaries to the unbound dead, to the vampires and the liches. Let all the nations of dead carry my banner and my banner alone. Okay? To the hidden, wait as always in the darkness. For soon we shall strike. The temple of Arche will be torn stone from stone. The blood of his priests will sate our thirst. Their bones will rise as our servants. The name of Arche will be struck from the records. Good luck with that. Only I shall hold sway over the life of death. Only one name shall be whispered in fear, the name of your Lord and Master, KW? I'm not super good with the lore, but KW? Okay. Now, reading it didn't trigger a journal entry or something. We're gonna have to try... Oh, King of Worms. Thank you, Skink. There was a title. There's 2 of them. Do I have anything magical? Anything at all? To have a chameleon effect? I need to take a bath with my midnight musk. That's how I get 20% chameleon. Potion of Shadows. Yes, I have no alchemy whatsoever, so Potion of Shadows. Is it a chameleon effect or invisibility effect? We'll see. Chant wants to erase the name RK, names RK in their own literature. I see, I agree, there's a flow in there. There's a flow, but it's sort of a secret document, I guess. It's a major flow, I give you that. And the irony is, King of Worm didn't come to mind immediately. So, yeah. Okay, I can drink that if it's chameleon. Maybe I will have one opportunity to steal the book. But even with telekinesis, there's no way they'll see me. With my 15 points in sneaking, there's no way I can steal that book. Yeah, I was thinking, okay, maybe I steal it, I drop it, you know, I go to jail, I pay my fine. I cannot do that, I have no money, but I go to jail. As far as, you know, gameplay is concerned, we could do that and then we'd come back and pick up the book. But as far as this character goes, it wouldn't be like her to go to jail willingly to get the attention of the law by trying to steal a book about necromancy. It doesn't make sense. We're gonna have to find another way to get that book.
Ask someone else. I'm busy.
How I miss having living cities of Vardenfell so that she can go away, go to sleep, go to the pub, I don't know, anything. Anything at all. Eric, are you good at stealing, maybe? You can refuse to pay the fine. I cannot. I mean, I know, but I will go to jail. And this character is trying to keep a low profile. She's very pretty for an orc, isn't she? It's a very pretty orc. Thank you, Wesley. I'm a little surprised it doesn't give me anything about the quest itself. Let me have a look again at the mod description. I believe it did say that, ooh, lagging a bit, it did say that you need to start with RK the enemy. Okay, let's have a look. Dopey's mod. Dopey Necromancy, there it is. Hang on a second, I can have the display capture so you can look with me. There are 6 books, see? RK the enemy. Collect this book first, as this will detail the requirements. The other books require this one read first. Now, I have read it, but it didn't, you know, it didn't give me a journal entry or something to let me know that I started something. Reading this requires, okay, reading this will begin the path to necromancy. Okay, I need to read all of them. Okay, all of them. Except this one I cannot pick up. I've read it. Hopefully the mod has taken a note somewhere that I've read the book, because I can't pick it up. Reading these will begin the path to necromancy. Then there are a few more requirements. Having at least 50% in both conjuration, alchemy. No! Not alchemy. I'm rubbish at alchemy. And 50%, I mean like 50? I will never be a necromancer. I will never be a necromancer. Like 50 in conjuration, sure, can be done. 50 in mysticism, sure, can be done, but will take a lot of time, and I'm gonna level up a lot. Like I'm gonna be level 10 by the time I have all the requirements. And then increasing alchemy The grind, like picking up every flower and making whatever potion just to grind the alchemy. Oh. Yeah, I think this is when Azar realizes that necromancy is a tough choice. Okay, we'll start by collecting the books anyway. That needs to be pick up and run. Knowledge is power. Hey, I suppose you need to read it from your inventory. That's what I thought, but I can't steal it right now. I know where it is. I will have to get like a solid chameleon enchantment, something like that. Otherwise I won't be able to. And I don't. It doesn't make this character is not going to willingly break the law in front of witnesses to get a book. So we carry on with our sacred oath, I say. Is it still uncomfortable? That's good. Because we have a very long journey. Oh boy. That's what we do. We do our sacred oath. Assuming we find, the tomb, then we realize that the tomb is filled with very strong monsters. And that would be very, very frustrating. Night is Lair, hello! Yes, this is the Orc lady, Necromancer, who realized that necromancy is really, really hard. And we're gonna have to do some alchemy. So we're gonna start picking up flowers and stuff. Like so. And essentially we want to travel there. We want to travel west. Because we have no money. We have taken an oath. An oath of poverty to not own a single septim until we have cleared that tomb. Jagathon, thank you so much for exploding my face. Alright, sure we can swim if we have to, but we are going to take the shortest path, shall we say. And hydrate, thank you. Okay, let's go. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Is that... Are these... Yes! I mean, I don't really need them, and... I like to say, oh yes, we're role-playing, and we stay true to the character, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. I must confess that every character so far has been trying to get every single pearl, so maybe that's not my characters, that's me. I just like to find the pearls, and I'm projecting that onto every character. Maybe one day we should have actually a pearl diver. Then the game would be a little limited, I guess, in terms of gameplay. Okay, we're traveling west. We're chilly, but it's morning, so the temperature should increase. Uh-oh. Friendly, not friendly, powerful, not powerful. I mean, the best I have is still this. This is not bad. I think we're gonna have to invest in a proper conjuration spell because it's gonna be a while for us to be able to actually build our undead. So we'll see. Prof, you just checked the level list and there is 1 in 8 chance of an evil wizard random loot for arcade enemy. It's not so bad, right? It's not so bad. I just need to make sure I don't go in a necromancer's lair that's, crazy powerful. Are you friendly? You are. Okay. Well, this guy was not. Arlo, what did you do to upset the lady? Oh, it's the banhammer! We're taking the banhammer. It's completely worthless, but it's unique, so we're taking it. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Yeah, we're gonna have to buy a summon... I am a little reluctant to summon a Bone Walker. Because, you know, fleshy. Not the most reliable. But then we need to stick to summoning undead. It makes no sense for this character to summon Daedra. I see you, fish. Wow. That was a bit overkill, Eric. And now I can't, okay, I can't get the fish anymore. Hello, Merlord. Good morning to you. Merlord, you missed something amazing. I feared for my life because of the elements. I really did. And you know, because of the long time it takes to craft anything, I was in Sadrith Mora and I needed to go to Dalaran. However, due to some unforeseen circumstances, I am without money and cannot have any money. So fast traveling, not an option. It was night time. I couldn't get the hospitality papers. I couldn't rent a room. So I was like, okay, we have to travel. So the plan was to swim from Sadrith Mora to the next island. I still had 2 logs of firewood and 2 units of firewood. And I swam and I got to the island. There was a mud crab, but I dodged it. And I was like, okay, this is good. Let's build a fire. Build a fire. Black screen. And then I heard, scree! There was a cliff racer attacking me. Fortunately, Eric was there, so Eric distracted it. So the whole time I was like, come on, build a fire already. It was very, very intense. I'm not sure I'm telling it right. It was exciting, it was scary, yes. But I did manage to make the fire, and I did warm up, and then it was morning. Okay, next up, we're still swimming towards the mainland. And we're still being greedy, yes. Come on. Those collabs have collision. Not collab, the plants. Okay. Anyway, Merlord, how are you doing? Okay, time. It's 7 o'clock. It's Monday morning, isn't it? You lucky you. You have a fix for the crafting and other things. Nice. Well, you know, if you need playtesting, I mean, yeah, do some yourself, because you're bound to find a few issues that you can fix immediately. But essentially, my Necromancer Orc is willing to take some risk to test the mod. I seem to have lost Eric. You aggressive? You're not. Okay. Need cheese, too bad Morrowind only has scuttle. That is true, there's no cheese in Morrowind. And that's really disappointing. Unless you have necessities of Morrowind. Then you do have Morrowind crafting. Also added a few different types of cheese, if I'm not mistaken. And this, I think, is the Daedric Ruin, where you can start the quest. One of the Daedric Prince quests. More like Bal? Maybe. Let's not hurt ourselves. Yeah. Okay, good. You. Grab fish. Fish, fish, fish. Eric! Eric, where are you? There's a fish. And I can't fight in the water. Okay, this slaughterfish seems to be very, very quiet. Charmed, you have cheese. It's probably the best way. Just bring your cheese. So you know you'll never run out. Okay, Eric, that's enough. Enough. Joking around. Okay, you're here to protect me. And apparently you're gonna be my only Muck resin, good. That's one of the special ingredients we need for alchemy. We needed the muck resin, that's one. We are doing this. Willow stem, easy. Oh yes, of course. One of the other things that we need to do when we can is to go in a dwemer ruin, and I think the first one, just take all the letters and mix them in the right order, is a good place to go to get a centurion cogwheel. The rest is quite easy, really. Get Rolly the Guar as a follower and make some guar cheese yourself. How come nobody has made a mod? Just that. Just have your own herd and make your own milk. Is this... I need to check. Is this the place with the... Oh, sorry. Is it the place with the ring of wind? Namu, it is! I have no idea the level of the people in there. What level are they? Please tell me. Charmed, you know the game much better than I do. Prof, same thing. The NPCs in here. I know this is a quest, it's one of the Oracle quests. And you get the Ring of Wind that gives you 30 speed. It's so like me. I remember the reward, but I don't remember, you know, the obstacle. There's a couple of NPCs in there. I can't remember their level. But being here is like a nice opportunity. Hello. Level 10. Okay, yeah, no, we're not gonna risk that. I'm level 3. I mean, I have a companion who's also level 3. My spell does 10 points of damage. Another time. Not to mention that we are... We are a member of the Imperial cult, so sooner or later we will get the quest. If we don't get the opportunity. Alright. And I believe this is the last time we are taking a bath. 6 NPCs between level 9 and 16. Okay. It's a good thing then. Let's just carry on. Let's ignore the ring for a little while. The 25 is... and there's a level 25. Yes, that's the... whoever the representative of... not Kinneret. The god of traders and merchants, Zenithar, I think. And I'm really sorry, but now that I know that I'm gonna have to improve you, Enwa. You're weak. You're so weak. Why weren't you the one in the mine? Popular amongst nomads and farmers, boiled netch leather helmets are a variety of leather armor crafted from the hides of netch, which are treated, molded and boiled in order to produce a more durable product. Thank you for the lesson. I can carry that. Ratio 3. 5. 3. There was another one, wasn't there? Yes. Yes. When Eric's weapon is charged, I'd better stay away. No, you don't. Watch out! Sorry, Eric. Eric seems to be quite immune to my lightning attack. That's good. Have brought cheese and steel. Everything you need, right? In that order. Okay, this is not valuable enough. Not valuable enough. No. This, yes. Alright, they had a camp, right? Maybe some valuables. Oh crap! No, we can't take. We can't take gold. Are you? Are you gonna be reasonable? No, you're not. Ooh. Yes, finish him off. I wanted to try something a little different, my absorb health, but it's a touch spell. I mean, I do have a target, but it's 10 points like the shock one. Yeah, I like to live dangerously. Is Viking bearded axe good enough to make me forget my mead addiction? What do you think? Oh, it depends how you want to use the axe. Like, if you want to repeatedly hit yourself on the head, I'm sure soon enough you won't be thinking about mead. In fact, you might not be thinking at all. That's one way to do it. Think about it. Charm, you're saying I felt like for comedy I should make a mod that makes every one of the like hostile Ashlander NPC level 100 with all Daedric gear. That sounds dangerous, but sure, Charm. Do it. Go for it. I promise you I won't install the mod. I'm having such a hard time surviving as it is. But the unexpected really strong enemy is fun. As long as you can... Good. Let's warm up a little bit. Am I... Merlord, if you're still around, am I drying faster when I'm close to the fire? I can see the heat is increasing, obviously. I can only assume that I'm drying faster as well, right? Also, may I recommend, if you stand too close to the fire, it should hurt you and you should cough because lung poisoning or something. I don't know. Just suggestions to make it harder. It will give a nice descriptive name, like all Ashlanders have Dragonborn, Cuirass, and Sunder, and Keeling and Wraith Guard. Exactly the way you want to do it. Every single one of them. I can't see that I'm drying very quick, but then even in real life, when you're by the fire, it's I guess I'll just make sure to not swim anymore. I'm wet, yes. I'm well aware. Thank you. And onward we go. Are we gonna go south of the Ghost Fence? I think it's safer to go south of the Ghost Fence. Maybe we can cut through there. Or just go along that way. Either way, it's gonna be a very long trek. I don't know, guys. North of the Ghost Fence or south? What do you think? I'll go with whatever comes up first in the chat. This native Morrowind gear should be perfect for most environment, like very dry, very rainy, hot or cold, like every weather. South. So it is. We're going south. Thank you. Also, we are still picking up ingredients if we can. There we go. I miss my vert African replacer tree. I know it's not entirely lore friendly, clearly, having those giant baobabs type thing. Just, you know, going up close so that Eric doesn't do all the work. Also, if I want to improve my armor at some point, I need to get hit, don't I? I'm not sure that the Chinese... I'm gonna say Asian inspired music is the most immersive here. I don't know, what do you think, guys? I don't understand why this time kiting costs so much. I would rather pay such money for Netgear. I don't know, kiting has better protection, doesn't it? I don't have... There it is. Now that's boiling edge. Eric, are you carrying any kiting? No, we have a kiting arrow. Created...